What witch is complete without arms and legs, with knickerbockers and flapping clothing all around them? So we're on day 4 now. We're going to focus on the legs, the shoes, the socks, the bit of painting, a bit of sculpting, and then we'll build those hands with the gnarly old fingers and fingernails. So, day 4 of the witch, we're going to do the legs first. We can duplicate these. So, you could either A, put on mirror, like so, and we could do it symmetrically. Could basically do it that way. Or we could just do what I'm about to do, which is turn the mirror off. Go to the sphere tool, get rid of one leg, and what we'll do is we'll just make one cool leg, and then we'll mirror that across. What's this renegade material over here? Sometimes you get stuff in the scene and it's good to get rid of it. As soon as you see it, or spot it if you can, just by hovering over it. It's not easy actually. I think it's with the head. There you go, it's gone. So leg. So first of all, let's smooth it down. So clay tool, smooth it right down. The leg's not a million miles off with the shape that we want. So clay, pick the color again, and we definitely want pantaloons, we said, don't we? So it would mean that it's going to have ruffles here. So there'll be a lot of material at the bottom here. So she likes her big baggy pantaloons, I think. And obviously she's she has a lot of respect for herself, so as any good witch she wouldn't normally be showing off her knickerbockers, but unfortunately because she's not tied down her clothing very well on this particular flight, she's flapping all around and she's revealing things that she, any good self-respecting witch wouldn't reveal, unless, of course, obviously, unless you've watched the film The Witch, where they just run around completely naked, which is quite horrible. Amazing film. So I think we need more resolution here, so I'm going to go increase the resolution. That means I can get more fine detail, but just remember that your scale might be a bit off, so just be careful with that. So now we're going to paint this leg up. I'm quite happy with the overall look of the leg. She's got this big calf idea going on here, skinny little ankles. Just make sure she hasn't got a bent leg. Yep, skinny little ankles. I said Quentin Blake, didn't I? So not a million miles off Quentin Blake. And let's inflate them again. Yeah, we don't want it too skinny, do we? So that will be fine. And now what I want to do is just paint. So I'm going to pick the basically. Would we do purple and white or black and purple? I don't know. Let's paint it first of all and see. So maybe increase the layer one more and see if we get away with that. Yep, so I'm going to paint it all and then come back and paint let's try the light pink. So you don't want to be doing this twice. This is where you would definitely do either repeats, as in make a stamp, or do what we did here and just prepare one leg and then duplicate it. So if I come across like this, there we go. Not hugely bothered about how accurate I am. Just want it to look good from a couple of angles. You can see how choppy the painting is because the resolution isn't the highest. We don't want that yet. The lower the resolution, the lower the voxel resolution, the better your machine's going to perform. So keep it as low as long as you can. And then go and clean it up at the end. So I've just gone back to the black for a minute just to... I'm going to go underneath there like that. That looks good. You won't be able to tell until we get closer, as we zoom out. There we go. Beautiful. She has a lovely leg. Get it in the right place. Yep, happy with that. So now the shoe. What we need is to use clay. I'm quite happy with that brown colour. And what we want is a proper foot shape. So rather than use that, I will do clay negative. Get rid of all of that. And again, the tool that I'm going to use in a moment, you're going to know already, but watch. So that entire model's gone now. So for the shoe, I want the foot to come down like a proper foot would. And then it would come out like this. And then it would have a point at the end, even though it's not coming around and coming up. A bit glossy as well, so I don't mind it. And we'll put a bow on it at the end. And we want then underneath, we want to do this. I'm going to fill it all in. Might look a bit silly at the moment. And we'll even do this bit here. Smooth all that down. And then with the negative, we want to take the cube. And then we're going to do a flat bottom like this. Or even, you can just do a single stamp of it and gone. And there you can see we've got a really nice shoe shape already. Bit of a smooth there. That's fine. And let's curl her toes. You ready? In one fell swoop. Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Farrell. Your move tool is being put to good use today. Obviously, other developers could be named. I don't want anyone to feel left out. There we go. And then I want to do a new layer actually. In fact, yeah, no, we'll keep it on this layer. But what I'm going to do is go back to that, and I want a bow. But I'll just draw it on here. I was going to do it on a separate layer and merge it back in, but we don't need to. There we go, that's absolutely fine. And she would have had a little bit more like that, I believe. And then I want to do inflate. It's a proper stiletto, isn't it? And clay around the back. Gone quiet, haven't I? Because I'm enjoying myself so much. There we go, done. So just move this around a bit. Just thinning down that that little bit there. That looks great. So what do we do? Take that, duplicate, and flip. And you can see she's gone crazy angled. Put her up there. And if at a later stage we want to now move that leg, we can do this sort of thing. We can even separate that and do it, bend the leg, but I'm happy with that. It looks absolutely fine. Once we come to that final composition stage, then we might change it a little bit. But for the moment, the wee kind of idea, as in she's flying along going wee, is pretty cool. So there we go, that's fine. Now, I said I'd do the hands as well on this video before we do the big cool one, which is the face. So the first thing on the hands then is to paint them. And let's just do a skin colour. I've said skin colour, but I need it to be slightly green, don't I? So, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. We'll go to skin, paint it skin, and then we'll colour over it when we're done with that. So there you go. I'm quite happy with that. fact, we'll paint her face while we're here, and then that's all of the skin done in one go. That hand obviously needs to be on here, doesn't it? So move that around. Like so. Now what we'll do is, can we sculpt one hand and duplicate it? Does the hand do the same thing apart from that one finger? Yeah. So I'm quite happy to, let's see if we can get away with saving time. Increased it a little bit. Didn't check my colour, did I? Give it a bit of an elbow. Remember, I want spindly limbs, but I want nice chunky kind of elbows and things like that. That looks good. Really skinny wrists. And now the hand. So I'm actually going to delete all the hand. I'll tell you why in a moment. So the hand is made up like this. So we need the flat of the hand, the square of the hand. Let's rough it all out first. That ends in where the knuckles are going to go. This is obviously the back of the hand. And these are the tendons that go into the hand, with the knuckle being there, which is right on the end. That would mean this comes around here and eventually becomes the thumb from this part. And the thumb's got one digit less that's protrude. There's a digit there that would be, it's got the same number of digits, it's just there we go. I'm going to move it in a little bit and then move it with the move tool out here. So yeah, what I was saying with the thumb is that too thin? Yeah. Is this digit here, the end digit, and this joint here are the two main ones to focus on, and you've got one embedded in here, but we'll come to make that look better in a moment. Clay again, and I want the joints to all be gnarly. So that would mean I'm going to make a separate finger. So I'm going to make a new layer, and my fingers are going to be like this. They're going to be this bit with a knuckle. That bit there is the knuckle completely. That's one knuckle joint. In fact, no, we'll make two different fingers. We'll make this one, which is the bent one with the fat end of the finger. We'll make a stamp of that. You can see that's the stamp now. And then go back, use this, and then that's one joint. Oh, I forgot the colour. Second joint. And the big square end that will take the nail in the end. And we'll make a stamp of that. So, first finger then, make sure we're on single. And we've got this bent finger here that's going to go, make sure that knuckle's embedded there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Would have been better if we were on the right layer. There's a layer there we need to move. That one, that's actually a layer. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we'll just pull it slightly into place like that. Okay. And then go in and finish it with clay. I'm so bad at remembering that, aren't I? Keep forgetting the colour and then I forget. So we're on continuous and the colour. And then lots of veins on this surface here. This is where we will need to go up a level. There we go, because we're now doing much more detail. Just filling it all in and then smoothing it down. A bit more of the rest. And then the fatty palm of the hand on this side. It will go underneath like that. That'll be fine. Cool. So look at that from a distance. She looks okay. She looks like a proper old witch's hand now. So now we can emulate that over here. So we can do it again. We can delete. Oops. We can delete this hand. So we just build that back up again. Smooth it down. I've increased the layer now on that one. This is the end of the wrist. Which means that we want our hand to be, there's the square of our hand, bent up this time. Remember the knuckles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's spread. And we're gonna see the palm of the hand more this time. So that would be, the thumb comes out here with a fatty pad there and a fatty pad there. And there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 pads there. That's fine. Remember my thumb? Remember using my VR thumb as a reference? Still works. And now fingers. We had bent fingers. Remember to embed them in. That knuckle there should be in that knuckle there is that knuckle. So I need to set some kind of a physical reminder to change A, the colour, and B, the continuous. Look at that, I'm still being an idiot. Colour and continuous. No, what am I talking about? Single, there we go. Sorry about that. Why won't the colour pick? Oh, is it because we got the, yeah, so when you make a stamp, I've said it earlier on, I didn't talk about it, did I? When you make a stamp, it picks the colour up. So I think you can, if you go white, it stops you having that problem. It's just me forgetting to do that. So let me just tell you that again. If you make a stamp, it will retain its colour. And then if you don't want that, if you just use a white colour when you're using it, then it will then use the paint colour. So there we go. There's a gnarly old hand. Here we are again. Same old problem. There we go. I think I'll do some crazy nails. Because we want it to be crazy nail lady, don't we? At some point. Maybe the part of the last video will be the nails, giving her a nail job. There we go. I guess she's saying she's number 1 there. I don't know. Make sure that clothing, that sleeve fits around her arm properly. That's cool. Cool, there you go. There's the arms done. So we're well on the way now. That's the longest session so far. That's day 4 done. So let's get this head done. Once we've done the head, then it's just doing the scene and lighting it all. And we'll have a bit of a mess around with the overall scene. So onwards to day 5. I hope you're enjoying this Witch Halloween special. So this is a 5-part series, and we're going to work through the whole of the witch, ending up with the final render and some paint overs. If you're enjoying this kind of content, then please subscribe, hit the notification bell and follow along. We drop videos on a Wednesday and a Friday.